Hiya, welcome back to part 11 of the Renault van conversion. I'm Flaps, as you know, because you probably just watched episode 10. This is episode 11, which is sort of like half an hour after I finished uploading episode 10. Because Amazon has just turned up. Luke, what's coming? Shelf brackets. So, the start of this video was going to be screwing them to there, screwing it to there, seeing what space I've got and putting the seats in, and then there'll be a load more in a minute or two. So electrics and stuff. See you in a minute. That's the shelving. Pretty solid, they're heavy duty. I mean, it's not for standing on, but it's not for putting your feet on when you're sleeping, or your head on while you're sleeping. Take it down. Oh, press some things in, and down it goes. Locks into place. So, let's get the seats in and see what it looks like. Right, for me, it's not a bad driving position. For somebody a bit taller, I think it might be. But that's as far as it'll go as far as it'll go back. I'm going to take that tray off, and then when it goes forward, just bear with me. So when it goes forward, there's still enough room for the shelf. For the flip up shelf, so that should be enough for somebody to sleep in it. And you could even, I was going to put a pillow between there, but you can't really, can you? But yeah, so I've achieved what I wanted to do. It's worked. I could have come out a bit further, but I didn't. I think that's going to be enough. Definitely going to be enough. Yeah, pleased with that. Happy days. Definitely nobody over 6 foot. Or she will be cramped. So I'm just going to sell to small people. It's for small people, this van build. It's Stealth Micro Camper. Actually, I want to take some trays off, but I've just said I've achieved what I've set out to do, and it works. So yeah, it'll be a case of what it's like when I get it running and take it for a drive to MOT station. But I'm happy. Let's crack on with something else now. Done the toilet lid now with the hinge, with the piano hinge on, but as you can see there's quite a big gap, so I'm going to have to recut that front piece, but this is how it would work. Just basically do this, and then tuck that behind passenger seat. Please about that anyway. Right, let's recut it. That's better, just a new piece for it now. I'm now going to make a lid for that access to electrical systems there. Then I'm going to wire it all up, Then I'm going to put a piece across there to separate the electrics once I've hoovered it all out. And then I think I can start carpeting that side. I'm thinking about the kitchen. I might still need to take the trays off the back of the seats, and I'm going to remove the headrest as well. Give a bit more room. Right, I'm going to wire all the 12 volts into the fuse box, and then I'm going to wire the DC to DC charger in and bring it round the back of the battery and across the van so that it's ready for connecting to the battery, and then I can close all that off then and it's done, and then do the lid. Now, the wrong bit that I cut for the toilet front, I'm going to cut that down and use that for the lid bit. But yeah, right, so if I get all that done, I don't have to touch that again, other than to switch it on and switch it off. So I'm going to nick the plug off my inspection lamp and put it on the end of that 240 volt cable and plug it into inverter, and that's done. Yeah. And then I've taken the front off the bed. That's over there on bench ready for rubbing down. And I think I'm going to paint it. Paint the woodwork at the front. Not sure what colour yet. Because once all that's done, I'm not going to paint it just yet. But once I've done the wiring and I've rubbed down the bed front and put it back on, I'm going to then concentrate on the passenger side. Carpeting it. Insulating, carpeting it. Then I'm going to start building the kitchen, and the last job's going to be the roof. Insulate it, batten it, and then I'm going to plyboard it and put the lights in. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do about the solar panel wires. Well, no, I still need to carpet that back edge and around the doors. And the very last job will be the side door, sliding door, and the back doors carpeting, and they're done. So not too much really, he says. There's loads left to do yet, but it's all good in the hood. Let's get cracking on this wiring. I've called the AA to see if they can come and try and get it started, at least diagnose it if they can't. So let's just see what happens during a couple of minutes. I've decided to use the bit that I cut out from that storage bit as a cupboard door. Happy days. I've just been with a chap called Mike. Spent an hour and a half trying to diagnose it, and he thinks he's got the answer. It's a loose wire, or a split wire, a broken wire between there, which is a starter relay I think, and the ECU. So his advice is get an auto electrician. But what I might do is I might take battery out and battery tray and see if there's anything obvious. It did run with a bit of easy start on it, but then obviously cut out. So I'll have a bit of a play with it. I'll fathom it at some point, or I won't, an auto electrician will, but we'll see. See if there's anything obvious. But he said there were a couple of blown fuses which he's fixed. I mean, it looks like it's had this problem before because all that, if you can see it, that yellow wiring down there, that should all be in this stuff, so someone's had a play with it at some point, so God knows what's happened. But it's funny that it ran and then it didn't. Well, I've not touched anything. I mean, I've only changed the headlamps, but oh, the saga continues. There's my little cupboard door that I made out of the cutout. It's on 2 magnets. And I'm quite impressed with it. Can't even push it. There we go. And look at that bad boy. Happy days. I'll put that back on in a minute, but I'm going to make that blocking off piece there. I'm going to make this end. There's going to be no electrics in this video because it's going to be long enough already. So they'll have to do till next one. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's crack on with it. That's the dividing piece in. There's still a bit of storage in there actually, but you probably won't be able. Oh yeah, you'll be able to get to it through that little hatch there. So I'm going to screw the front on now properly. It doesn't have to come off again. And then that'll be ready for painting. I've just got to do this end piece now, which is a bit of scribing. Front's back on now. Just going to put some more screws in. Put that little cupboard. Opens and shuts alright. Bit of storage now. So I'm just going to put some more screws in front to strengthen it up a bit. And then I'll crack on with this end piece. What I'll do for be able to pull the bed out, because I was using that gap before to pull the bed in and out, or pull the bed out I should say. Get some little leather straps, decorative ones that you can, I'll try one in the middle, see if that pulls it out, because if it pulls it out it's a winner, everyone's a winner. And then if not, I'll put one on either end. But it'll look nice. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the hinges showing, but unfortunately there wasn't a lot I could do. I only had them. But they don't look too bad. We'll paint over them anyway. Not decided on a colour scheme yet. But what I've decided, foam is really, really expensive at the minute. So I'm going to get a memory foam mattress and cut it up into the cushions that I need, size that I need. Should have plenty with a double, small double. I'll try and get it as thin as I can. But it's coming together though. This side's nearly finished. And then, like I've been saying all through this video, I can start on that side. Okay, this is where we're at the end of this video. The bed and seating is woodwork, I'd say 98% done. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a door in there yet, and I need to put a batten across the floor because it's a bit springy, but that's okay, that's not a problem. The little storage cupboard door's done, the divider's done, the door looks okay. Storage in there. Quite solid sounding as well, which is good. Done the toilet cover, front and lid. I've not done the cover for the battery access yet. I will need to cut that down. And I've not done the electrics because I've just not done them. And AA has been and diagnosed an electrical fault, possibly a wire that's broke or chafed or whatever, so I need to have a think about what I'm going to do with that, whether it's an auto electrician or whether I'm going to tackle it myself. I mean, a split wire or a cut wire is easy to see, it's just if it's something else. But it's not the ECU, which is good, it's not the immobiliser, which is good, and it's not the fuel system, it's something stopping. It's apparently something to do with the power between the ECU and the fuel relay. Don't really know what that means, but he said it's probably a broken wire. It was in an hour and a half, like I said before, but at least it's not the ECU, which is good, because that's, you're talking about £1,000, and I only paid £1,000 for the van, so anyway, right. Do your quick walk round, because to new subscribers you might not have seen it yet. 2008 Mark 1 Kangoo, 1.5 DCI, and I'm going to turn it into a stealth camper. I've already changed the headlights. I really like them clear lens headlights, they're really good. And it's not in bad nick. And it's going to be, I'm classing it as a stealth camper because it just looks like a van. There's no windows, there's no graphics, still got the battered wing. The only giveaway that it is a camper van, well, it will be the diesel heater exhaust if you can see it, and the flexible solar panel that's on roof. But even that's not easy to spot, to be fair. If you stood 3 metres away, and you can just see the wires coming from the roof and behind the doors. So, fingers crossed, it will be classed as stealthy, or I'm classing it stealthy anyway. But yeah, I don't know what it was before, Eternal something. I think maybe you can see that graphics on it. But when it was running, it was mint. Can't open that now. Have I locked it? What have I done? No, we're alright. Whew. I thought it was more electrical problems then. Anyway, right. Hey, and relax. I've not a clue how long this video has been before I edit it. But if you've got this fair play to you, mate, you know what I mean? It's not with the most excited of videos, is it, guys, really? But anyway, I'm showing progress, and this is not a how-to. This is a how I do. And this is how I've done it. I'm impressed with what I've done, don't get me wrong. First time I've done a micro camper, first time I've done a pull-out bed. You know, everything else I've done. I've done fixed beds, I've done big camper vans, but this is my first small camper van. Micro camper, let us say. And it's going alright so far. But yeah, thanks for watching. I can't even remember what part number this is. This might be part 11. I've lost the plot. I've literally lost the plot. You'll see it in title what part it is anyway. And obviously the next video will be another part after that. Makes sense, doesn't it? Simple maths. Simple maths. Anyway, again, thanks for watching. See you on next one. And above all, stay safe, guys.